me a little bit about Perseus Mining and your operations in Africa.
Okay, well we've got 2 live mines at the moment, and we've got a 3rd project that we're hoping to put into construction later this year. So between those, the 2 mines this year, we should be producing around 300,000 ounces. Over the next 2 to 3 years, we'll be growing that to about 500,000 ounces of production a year.
Okay, tell me a little bit about each of your operations.
Okay, well they're all different, so it's quite an interesting set of assets we have. Edikan is a very large-scale, low-grade set of deposits, very challenging, very demanding, needs to be constantly managed. Sissingué on the other hand is a smaller project, higher grade, lower cost. The 2 match together quite well. Yaouré, our 3rd project, sort of fits somewhere in the middle. It's large, but it's also good grade and low cost.
Okay, so it's an exciting time for Perseus. Sissingué's just gone into production.
Very much so, yes. I was on the site on the 26th of January when we poured our first gold, and it was a very exciting day for us.
Excellent. So Jeff, what can we expect to see from Perseus Mining for the rest of this year?
Well, this year we will continue to deliver the results we have at Edikan, so month in, month out, same old, improving all the time. Sissingué has already ramped up to nameplate, and will be producing fairly solid amounts of gold as well. And then of course we need to get the Yaouré project into the start of construction. Now there's quite a bit of work to be done to do that. We've got some exploration drilling to do. We need to get our licenses finalised. We need to do front-end engineering and design. We need to put our financing packages in place. So all of that's going to keep us pretty much out of mischief for the rest of the year. And then we will be in development hopefully later on this year, or maybe early next year, as soon as we can get things organised.
Okay, and what can we expect to see from Perseus in the long term?
Well, in the long term, we're very much on a transition to a multi-mine, multi-jurisdictional business, producing a fairly sizable amount of gold, so in excess of 500,000 ounces a year at a cost of around $800 to $850 an ounce. So what can we expect? We can expect very strong cash flows. We can expect potentially dividends into the future, and we can expect some pretty reasonable exposure for investors to the gold price, which we would like to think will be much stronger going forward.
And this is what makes Perseus a good investment?
Well, no, actually what makes Perseus a very good investment right now is that there is a very large gap between where we're currently trading in the market and the fundamental value. Now that gap has come about for a number of reasons, but over the last 6 months or so the market has finally come to realise that in fact we are unlocking that value, and there's been a slight, actually quite a strong closing of that gap, but the gap is still there. So if investors invest it now or in the near future, there is still very substantial capital gain to be made.
Okay. So Jeff, what has your experience been of mining in Durban this year?
Well, it's been very busy, I must say that. We've had a lot of different meetings and a lot of very good meetings as well, I might say. We thought that it was a good institution to support. We think the whole concept of Indaba is excellent, and so we became a part of the Junior Mining Showcase when it was put to us. I think that to be perfectly honest about it, there are a few wrinkles on the process, but none that are beyond the wit of man to solve. And I think that if they get the model right, then this could become a central part of Indaba and be very good.
So have you seen improvements over the last few years?
Well, look, I didn't come here last year actually, to be honest, but I was in Cape Town, and so this is something different for us. We thought we'd give it a go and see how it worked out.
Okay, will we see you here next year?
I expect you'll see me in Cape Town next year.
Cape Town next year.